All praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect to the nation of Israel. This is going to be a video on how the Spirit of the Lord is upon men to mention and speak about women, right? And it's men that believe the truth and men that don't believe the truth, right? Men that are into the scriptures and men that don't believe in the scriptures. And I'm not necessarily saying that these two Israelites on the screen are not into the scriptures, because I don't know them personally, but I'm not too sure that whether they follow the Hebrew Israelite thing, especially the guy on the left, because he has zero facial hair whatsoever, right? And based on looking at him, it looks to me like I can see like some shaving bumps and stuff like that. So he more than likely can grow facial hair. Now, this is a self-defense YouTube channel that I became aware of when one of the apostles, and I'll be more specific, when Apostle Gabar mentioned this guy's channel on one of his videos that was actually about women, if I remember correctly, right? And since Apostle Gabar mentioned that video and I saw this, I've subscribed, and I've like on another channel, on my like personal channel or whatever, I've subscribed to this and I've been watching some of these videos, and this guy is pretty good and gives decent advice on self-defense. But in this video, he started talking about how back in the day it used to be proud, or well, that's the word he said. He used to be proud if you had like a black belt, but these days if someone's got a black belt or they're like a third dan, and he started mentioning karate rankings. Now it's like you should be ashamed, like that's not enough anymore. Like people don't think that that's enough anymore to just have a black belt or to just be ranked like a third dan. Now you got to be a grandmaster. Now people want more. This is pretty much what he was saying. I'm not saying it word for word what he was saying, right? And then he started mentioning about how, yeah, back in the day as well, back in the day, if you made back in the day, if you made 50,000 a year, that was a good thing. But these days, now you have to make even more than that, right? And then he said, and now you've got women saying to men, yo, do you make six figures? Right? Which is true. That is how you have women talking, man. And the topic of women is going to continually be a thing that people speak about, man. Even brothers that might get annoyed with the topic of women coming up, because they're like, man, I'm tired of hearing it, right? Even they're gonna eventually, they themselves will end up mentioning women, man, because it's a thing that is a big deal on this earth, man. And it's one of those situations that have caused a lot of distress in men that believe in Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai in general, man. Right? And that's one of our main, if I can say it like that, that's going to be one of the main snares that's on this earth, man. Because if Yahweh sends, or let me not even say Yahweh sends, if Satan sends a beautiful woman your way that's able to fake like she believes in the scriptures, right? That could be a heavy snare on any man that believes in Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, man. If she's able to fake like she believes in Yahweh, but really she's some secret tarot card demon, man. Right? That could be a snare, and she could try and get close to you, but then really she's trying to cast you out from believing in the Lord. Now, I'm going to play what this guy says just a little bit, man. Right? Let me play this.
Kind of like money. You know? Remember when back in...
Okay, let me go back a bit. And like I said as well before, Apostle Gabar was the first one that made me actually be aware of this channel, and since he did that, I've been watching some of these videos, man. And this guy, both of them, they're very knowledgeable on self-defense, man. They're very knowledgeable on self-defense, and I can tell that this guy would be able to defend himself against a large portion of the population, man. Right? Because maybe they wouldn't believe that he can, because they'll think, oh, he's old and all of that kind of stuff. But whatever, that's not really relevant to the video topic of what I'm talking about. But this is a decent channel, man, for people that like are into combat sports and stuff like that, and into like training and stuff like that. This is a decent channel in my opinion, anyway. But I'm gonna play this.
I remember when back in the day, proud just to make it to third dawn. But now third dawn ain't good enough anymore, Kenny. You know, it's kind of like money. You know, you remember when back in the day when a person made $50,000 a year? Oh man, you made 50,000, and then you know, now 50,000 wasn't nothing anymore. Then it was six figures. Oh, you made six figures? Wow. Now you got women telling men, yo man, oh you making six figures? You can't roll with me.
You see what I mean? Like the spirit of the Lord is on men to rebuke women, man. No matter, like, it's gonna be spoken about, man, because one of the ways that we're gonna know that we're close to the kingdom of heaven being established, man, is that Isaiah 4:1 prophecy, man, right? And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. So right now, no matter how much women are humble in appearance and in words, oh yeah, man, you women need to leave men alone. You women need to stop saying this about men. You need to stop saying that about men. One of the clearest ways to know that they ain't in the real mindset is that they'll be complaining just like any other woman about the multiple wives thing. That's going to be one of the clearest shows, man, that they're not really humble enough, man. When the women are really humble according to what Yahweh wants them to be humble like, right? The proof is going to be that they're going to be on that Isaiah 4:1 spirit, not on that Micah 7:10 spirit, man, which says, then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is Yahweh thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now she shall be trodden down as the mire of the street. So let me even correct what I'm saying even more, man. Because one of the ways that we're going to know that we're closer to the kingdom of heaven is that women, there's going to be several women that are down with the multiple wives thing, but all the ones that are not down with the multiple wives thing, they're going to be cast out and removed from the presence of men that do believe in the Lord, man. But I want to say this, man, the topic of women is continually getting spoken about, man, and it's going to continually keep getting spoken about periodically until the kingdom, when a more important prophecy, when the MOT, something happens with the MOTB, obviously that's going to be spoken about more. But even in videos that have got nothing to do with women, the topic of women comes up, just like how this video didn't necessarily have anything to do with women. The title of this video is Some Things Only Work in the Dojo, which is true. There's some moves, if you've ever been in a combat sports environment, if you've ever been in a fighting environment, there's some moves that only work with the boxing gloves on, for example. That there's been several boxers that have went and did the bare knuckle fighting thing and their boxing skills don't work. One boxer that springs to mind right now is Paulie Malignaggi. Paulie Malignaggi, if I'm not mistaken, won world titles in boxing, right? In the light welterweight division, and maybe I think in the welterweight division. I'm not too sure if he won him in the welterweight division, but he went on to fight in bare knuckle boxing, and without the gloves, he found out that throwing hands, being a pugilist, is a completely different sport without gloves on, right? Your defense has to be tighter. You might not be able to block punches. The shoulder roll technique might not work when you haven't got gloves on, right? You're going to have to parry more than block without the gloves on, right? You're going to have to bob and weave more without the gloves on. You're going to have to actually be closer and close the distance greater on your opponent without the gloves on, because the boxing gloves actually increase your reach more, right? And when you consider all the things that I just said, and that's just me, right? This guy actually really makes his living from this kind of thing, right? And in a topic about that, about combat sports and about how some things only work in a dojo, right? He started talking about money in general. And then the topic of women came up, man. So the women thing is it can be annoying if you keep hearing it being spoken about all the time. But there's still men in the world that are going to be of the elect that they need to hear certain things about women, right? They'll need to hear, because that we've heard so much of this stuff now. So obviously we kind of like, yeah, we're like, yeah, man, and you know what I mean? And Yahweh's showed us things to show us that, yeah, women are wicked. women are off in this world, but there's other people in the world that they still actually believe that women are equal. They believe that women are actually nice people for the majority. They actually believe that when a woman does something evil to them, that somehow it's their fault. You know what I mean? Some of them actually believe that a woman should be able to steal all of a man's money for child support and all that. Like, they believe the things that this world's told them, man. And the women thing is gonna continually keep getting brought up because it's one of the curses, man, that have affected us the most, man. And if just that curse was to be removed, us as Israelite men would be way too comfortable down here, man. If women was not being evil towards men, it would be way too comfortable down here. And men would forget about sighing and crying for all the other abominations that are going on in the world, because their glory, which is a woman, would be acting right towards them. So Yahweh deliberately did that, so that we talk about it and so that we also get angered with everything else, right? Women being right towards you, right, actually softens your heart towards other things that you might find wicked, man. Right? If you can get 10 out of 10 women that are 10 out of 10 in attractiveness to be nice towards you, you might not even look outwardly to the world and be like, man, bun all this LG 3T. I'm tired of all this alphabeting and rainbow and that's going on there. If you all got women that are attractive, super attractive women towards you, and they love men that are about the scriptures and bunning out this world, right? Your heart might start softening too much towards other things in this world, man. That's how it goes. So Yahweh, because the women are evil right now for the most part, and their minds ain't right now for the most part, right? That's been a catalyst towards us being angry with everything else going on in the world, man. That's increased our anger towards all the other problems in the world, which is necessary for us to be like that so that we can have the seal put in our mind, the mark of redemption, not the charagma, the spiritual marking, where because of us sighing and crying for all the abominations that are going on in the world, man. But I just wanted to talk about that, man, because I just was watching some of this and I just smiled and laughed to myself when I seen that he mentioned the women, man. And it's the first time that I even came across this video was from a video that Apostle Gabar did, that the guy was actually mentioned women as well. You know, it was another different video quite a while ago now, I believe. But Apostle Gabar introduced me or made me aware of this channel because of this same kind of thing that made me do this video now, right? And I'm going to end the lesson there. Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom to the Israel of Yahweh Bar Shem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.